Today we're going to make my kids one of their favorite dishes. It's called Lucky Leprechaun Rice, and it's the only way I can get my kids to eat spinach. This dish is actually quite easy. What we're going to do is take 2 cups of water and start our rice. So it's 2 cups of water and it's 1 cup of rice. Put that on a simmer for about 15 minutes. Next, we're going to saute frozen spinach with frozen white corn. So we'll start with about a tablespoon of butter in a small pan, and I'm making enough for 3 children. So what I've done is I put a 1/4 cup of frozen spinach and a 1/4 cup of white frozen corn. Frozen is always better than the canned vegetables because the canned vegetables, they burn away and cook away the vitamins. What we're doing is not boiling them or boiling away the vitamins. We're sauteing them in a little bit of 1 tablespoon of real butter, not margarine, and just a tiny, tiny bit of water. Rock kosher salt, 2 pinches of that. And what I like to give it a nice little spice to it is just a little bit of garlic salt. It adds a really nice flavor. Here you can see how the spinach and the corn is sauteing nicely in the butter. The butter actually caramelizes the corn and gives it a nice sweet taste, which takes some of the bitterness out of the spinach. So now the water has evaporated, the butter has caramelized the corn, and we are ready to mix it with a hand blender. We're going to puree the corn and the spinach together and pour it over the rice. To make it simple and fast, I like to use a hand blender. So we just take our contents and we pour it in the cup that came with my little hand blender. So you can use any kind of cream, heavy whipping cream, even cream cheese. Today we're just using 2% milk. What you want to do is just cover it, just so it covers the corn and the spinach. Next, we're going to take our hand blender and mix it together. Looks a little funny, but it's going to taste great. So now our rice is almost ready. We're going to take our mixture of spinach, white sweet corn, and cream, and season to taste, and mix it in with our rice. Now at first thought you would think, oh, who would eat green rice? Well, that's why it's called Lucky Leprechaun Rice. And once your kids taste it, or you taste it, I eat it all the time, you will completely overlook the fact that it's green. After it's been soaking in the flavor and cooking completely through, add the kicker at the end. To add the kicker at the end is to have a little shredded Parmesan cheese. We go through so much Parmesan cheese in this house, we have to have the big bin. Stir that all in so the cheese will melt all over the rice and spinach. Any kind of cheese will do. We prefer Parmesan, but I've also used cheddar and even white American cheese. It's quite good. At the end, add a little basil